was only a matter of time until somebody thought, why not slap 2 cameras on that video doorbell? Yes, the Eufy Video Doorbell Dual has 2 cameras plus a bunch of other premium features for $260. But are those cameras gimmicky or truly game-changing? Let's find out. Video doorbells are blowing up right now. In the last few months, we've seen some genuinely good wireless devices under $100, and now thanks to Eufy, we're also seeing competition on the higher end of the market starting to get a little bit spicier too. So let's talk about Eufy. First, we'll talk a little bit about the specs because the Dual has a lot more than just 2 cameras. Next, we'll give it a vision test, and then finally, we'll see how it actually picks up and notifies you of packages, delivery people, and porch pirates. Let's roll. Eufy's video doorbell is high-end. This thing costs $260, which is more than most smart buzzers on the market, and normally that would give me pause. But for that price, you're getting 2 cameras and 16 gigabytes of local video storage on this home base, which also acts as a chime. Add in the premium secondary features like 2K resolution, 4:3 aspect ratio, smart alerts, facial recognition, Alexa and Google Assistant compatibility, and you've got a pretty solid little gadget here. Now, what I really do like about that local storage is that you don't have any of those monthly fees. So that means that yes, $260 up front is kind of expensive, but if you use it for a couple of years, you could be paying less overall than some of those devices that you have to pay $3 or $6 a month to operate. Plus, if you really want cloud storage, you can get 30 days of rolling storage for only $3 a month. Now, I've got to note here too that this is battery powered, with up to 6 months of battery life according to Eufy, but it can also be wired to extend that battery life and use some existing doorbell chimes. A wired-only version is releasing soon. But the big scene stealer here is the second camera, because what's better than 1 camera? 2 cameras. No, this thing doesn't give you 3D vision of your front stoop. It gives you a front-facing view of the delivery person at your door and a downward-angled cam to capture the package they're dropping off. Now, is that second camera strictly necessary? Not really. Other video doorbells accomplish the same thing by giving you a 1:1 aspect ratio and a really wide field of view. But Eufy does avoid the fisheye effect of some of those cameras by simply providing 2 separate feeds. You can even angle the package cam to either side if you want to adjust where it's focused. That second camera is a little less beefy than the front-facing one, with 1080p resolution, a 97-degree field of view, and an identical 4:3 aspect ratio. Okay, this thing seems pretty cool in theory, but let's see how well it actually works in reality. The first test we want to run on this is a basic vision test. Now, up close you get a nice sharp image. I can even read that bottom row when I zoom in. Back up a little bit and the image is still sharp enough for me to read down to line 7. Back up farther and you can get down to line 3, and then at the farthest distances, you're mostly just gonna get fuzz below that top line. One weird thing is, in some clips, whether due to lighting conditions or bandwidth issues we couldn't determine, the image was a lot muddier. That's really disappointing, especially given the local video storage. Next, we'll repeat the test at night. Up close, we're getting a nice sharp view all the way down to line 11. Now back away 10 feet and we can see down to line 7 again. But Chris is really starting to fade into the night already. I'm curious to see what happens if he steps back any farther. And just as I suspected, he's really fading into the dark. You can make out the top line if you look closely, but he's looking mighty ghostly out there, and he basically disappears at the last 2 distances. Frankly, y'all, this night vision kinda sucks. Right up close, you get a solid image, but as soon as you're farther than 10 feet from the camera, you might as well be invisible. Just out of curiosity, Chris tried creeping up to the camera, in the center of the frame no less, to see when it picked him up, and he could get within like 15 feet or so before it registered him. That's not good. It's weird to see such a weak basic feature on a camera that's as feature-rich as Eufy's is, but we'll get back to that at the end. For now, let's take a look at how its notifications work. First, Chris is going to approach the door and leave a package without ringing the doorbell. A notification pops up and we get a nice full clip of him dropping it off, but it's not in real time. I get it about 10 seconds after the fact. Let's see if ringing the doorbell speeds things up. Okay, Chris rings the doorbell, and by the time the app opens up, this time with a live feed, Chris is already long gone. I think I know what's gonna happen here, but let's say Chris comes back to steal a package. So we open up the app, we get the full clip, but he's already gone, and any ability to activate two-way talk and intervene isn't gonna happen. Finally, I wanna test facial recognition. So Chris comes up and rings the doorbell, and the app tells me it's Chris only a couple of seconds after the doorbell notification comes up. From here, I can activate two-way talk and chat with him. Now, interestingly, Eufy offers some different personalization here, letting you turn on radar sensing to get earlier notifications, and letting you connect the Dual to other motion sensors out in the yard to trigger it recording. You can also change the settings to make the app send you simpler notifications that are marginally faster, and to make it so a motion notification brings you straight to the live feed rather than saved clip. When I activated all these settings to aim for the fastest response time possible, it didn't really make a difference, as you can see here. Overall, it seems like Eufy runs into some of the same latency problems that plague other wireless video doorbells. It takes a few seconds to be able to sense motion, notify you, open the app, and retrieve the live feed. Those crucial seconds mean that you can't intervene in the case of a porch piracy as immediately as those advertisements on TV boast. That said, I really like the flexibility in the app, and for most use cases, I actually like the default settings. So I'm not always just catching someone walking away from my porch, I'm actually getting the full story of what they did when they approached, even if it's delayed by a few seconds. But let's shift now to the bottom camera. Now, this thing isn't doing as much fancy stuff. It doesn't have facial recognition, it has lower resolution, but it does need to be able to recognize packages. So let's find out if it can do that. We'll start simple with a small box. Check. Medium box? Check. Large box. Perfect. All right, easy enough. But let's try boxes with different colors or exterior features. Okay, it gets the Apple TV box, and it doesn't get the Echo Show box. Interesting. Okay, pizza box, check. Walmart box, check. Other random box, perfect. Okay, so other than that one bright blue box, which it actually picked up in subsequent tests, it's pretty much 100% on detecting boxes. But can it not detect stuff that's not a box? Fruit platter? Nope. This log I found? No. A decorative gourd? Nothing. A pool noodle? No dice. This cute little stuffed dog? No. This little package the little dog left on the welcome mat? Still nothing. Okay, this bottom camera seems to really know its stuff. Last thing we want to try here is our usual pull test. It's a simple yes or no, can this thing get ripped off a wall by an ambitious thief kind of test. Originally, we didn't think that this test was going to tell us that much, but we've kind of discovered recently that a lot of video doorbells are very easy to steal. So let's give it a shot with Eufy.
Okay. So, what do we think? Is this going to come right off?
I think so. Ooh. Okay, Eufy actually does really well here. Chris keeps trying, and he can't budge it.
No, I'm staying on.
Hey, all right.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Why, yes, you can.
Eufy is offering a great video doorbell. It's expensive, but it's got an included chime and local storage. It's packed with genuinely useful features, lots of personalizability, and its two-camera approach is simple but smart. Those really cool features make the garbage night vision even more mysterious to me. On an otherwise really solid video doorbell, this is maybe one of the worst night vision tests we've run in recent memory. Add that to notifications that are a little slower than would be ideal, especially on default settings, and what could have been an editor's choice is instead just a solid smart buzzer. Maybe next time, Eufy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. If you're interested in purchasing the Eufy Video Doorbell Dual, there's a link down below. You can also find a link to a review down there if you want to read more about it.